Yeah, welcome to Football Exponential Podcast. I'm Chika and I'm joined by Frank.
Hi, Chika. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of our lovely show. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, and for our fans, if you're watching us and then just smash that like button, comment, share, and then subscribe. So today we Liverpool having gone to the Etihad Stadium and then beating Manchester City is a result most people did not expect. Uh, in,
Well,
in terms of
well,
in terms of City, the ease at which they rolled off cities. I know City are struggling, but I expected a win, but the ease. So, Frank, do you think Liverpool this win makes Liverpool the favourites for the title?
um, I, it's not discussion about favorites. I think Liverpool. It's a matter of time when they win it, and I've felt this way since for the longest time. And it's because I talked to a few Liverpool fans that I know, and they have this anxiety, especially with the result they got midweek against Aston Villa. But I keep telling them, like, I understand this season is not like any other season when you're normally chased by when you're chasing Man City or being chased by Man City. This season, the chasing pack is Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, and you can there's more you have more leash to draw points. You don't necessarily have to get to 90 points this season. And I just feel Liverpool have enough. They have enough at the back, goalkeepers, the goalkeeper, defenders, and Salah to just get them across the line. And I feel this performance today just showed that they're a different class from everyone else. And also the beautiful thing about what Liverpool are doing is they remind me a bit of an old school Mourinho team where they're very solid. When they need to attack, they attack, or when they get ahead, they keep the lead. They maintain the lead most times. I know they've been recent weeks they struggle to maintain their leads, but they're very complete team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
They're
if
very
you
they're
look
very
at the way yep, everybody is like everybody's like Sibosly. I knew he was a good player. I knew,
man of
but
the match,
he's something else this season. And then
man of the
also,
match.
if you look at City, I feel the greatest problem City has is not just in midfield. The wingers are not. They had Mares, they had Sterling, they had so many good wingers who could attack you on the wing.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you look
Not
at the game right now, attacking wide players are becoming a rare quality. Look at Lamine Yamal. Yeah, he's been exceptional. Um, Rogers is in the middle. Ramsey is still coming up. Rashford is not in his game. Kylian Mbappe, okay, Rodri. But there's this scarcity of players who could play from the wing who are devastating. These ones haven't picked up. So, but Liverpool has it, and City they've recruited badly. Doku, Savino, and do you know this is the first time that Pep Guardiola lost at home to Liverpool? He's never
yeah,
lost
yeah.
at the Etihad. And also, this is
I
the
think
first time where Liverpool scored Manchester City from a corner. I think since in over how many years? I think in a decade. Is it in a decade or
like,
was in 2015 or something?
yeah,
I know one of them was
yeah,
the corner, one of them was.
yeah. That's a good counter-attacking move.
So
Yeah, but yeah.
yeah, I wanted to say something.
No, it's just I just want to touch on City, and I agree with the point you made about their recruitment, the business they've done in the last few years. And it just seems this season is not. It shouldn't come. I know it's a bit surprising, but it shouldn't really come as a surprise to a lot of people because they've been very. There are a lot of issues in this team have been covered by Erling Haaland's brilliance in the last 2 years, and especially if you see the production of the wingers and the other guys behind that. But even that, I understand, like Kevin De Bruyne, for example, he looks a shadow of himself. But this is a player he has a lot of mileage on the clock. This is this last. I feel this is the last season in the Premier League. I don't think he can hang on this level anymore. But that's fine with De Bruyne, and Gundogan has the same issue. But my issue is with what's happened to Foden. What's Foden's
He's
excuse?
not that
Foden, this
player.
is no. That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. And I'm not talking about just this game. I'm talking about the entirety of the season. Let's not forget, this is the player of the year last season in the Premier League, and he's just been. I'll take it a bit. I'll take it a bit. further back. I would say even in the recent international tournament with England, he was very anonymous throughout the tournament, and he's brought that form back to Man City as well. I watched him against Real Madrid on during the week. Watched him again today, and he looks genuinely looks like he's not there. Genuinely looks like he's
Yeah.
mentally, physically, it's just and it seems like this team is just it's a team that it just it's gotten to it's gotten to the limits with this team. They need a bit of refreshing. But I'm still suspicious about Pep Guardiola because it looks, but from everything, like the way everything is played, it just looks like the natural progression of the team has come to an end. Star players retire, star players are leaving. Then the manager, you see the manager fall out as well. Manager bows out at the same time. But with Pep Guardiola staying, I believe this will be the first time in his career where he has to rebuild a team
It's
from start from the I'm talking about from the ground up. I'm talking about from centre backs, Ederson. There are question marks about Ederson as well. He needs to find the right players, and is he up to this task? I don't know. Can
I
he
don't
even
know.
do it?
He's never done
Because
it. Well, if I'm him, I'm not quitting. I'll try. I won't
yeah,
leave.
yeah,
But
you can
I
tell.
think looking at this as we are recording, something came to my mind. Looking at it, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm optimistic because everybody's
Okay,
struggling. If you look at Arsenal, yes, they might not have been winning, but you look at what do they need to complete this squad. They just need a very reliable striker, and
okay.
it's
Let's
yeah.
let's
So
move to Arsenal. Let's move
so
to
let's
Arsenal
move
now.
to Arsenal. Arsenal was beaten by West Ham.
So
Do you know another statistics you won't believe? With the exception
yeah,
of Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola, um, Graham Potter
Gra-
has won the most
yeah,
games at the Emirates Stadium.
uh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it's 4 out of 5 as of yesterday or three. I forgot the numbers. But in all the coaches or managers in the Premier League to date, he's won most in at the Emirates Stadium. So let's go.
Okay,
What do you
okay.
think? The Gunners. What do you think Arteta should do going forward this season?
Um, I, I, I feel Arsenal need to they need they need to go back and again, just refresh. They need that. When I say refresh, I don't mean like signing players or I think they need because it seems this team seems very emotionally invested.
Yeah.
It seems very emotionally invested, and it just seems the pressure of challenging for titles, challenging for honors has gotten the best of this team. But when you get to this period, you need players like you need quality, you need real quality. Like I'm talking about Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, those kind of guys that can get you across get you across to the next level. But unfortunately, they I feel the only quality attacking player they have in that team is Saka. I was on believe Odegaard was on that similar level. But Odegaard this season he's had a terrible season this year. He's been I feel very disappointed. But we also I feel they just have to accept what it is. They went into this season expecting to challenge and they've not mounted a successful challenge to Liverpool this season. I know it's a like you said for us it seems they're in a good place, but I fear for them sometimes if you don't capitalize on your moment can come and go. And it seems I fear that moment has come and gone in the last 2 years. So it's going to be a tough one for them. And talking about the quality of players they had, but again, as Captain Odegaard has just been. I don't know. I don't quite know what's happened to him this season. It's been very. It's not assured of. Uh, Easy edit.
Yeah, I strongly feel that they really needed a striker in the summer, and then the failure to address it to me has put them in this position. And whoever
Who do
it
you
is
hope?
that decided they didn't need a
Yeah.
striker, I don't.
No,
I won't say the
no.
person should lose the job, but It's
No, no,
strange.
no, no, no. I feel because it's almost because the fact is it's not even just a striker. I just feel it's not about whether you need an out and out striker, number nine. You need more quality in the attack. An attack of Trossard, Gabriel Martinelli, Kai Havertz, and Jesus and Gabriel Jesus. That's not good enough. I feel if anything, the likes of Saka, Saliba, Gabriel, they've masked all of Arsenal's feelings in the last 18 months. That attack is nowhere near good enough. And when you and because like you said, okay, now who's responsible? And it's you then have to ask the question, okay, how powerful is Arteta at this club right now? Is he the one making decisions at the club? And when you if you get the answer, and if it's indeed Arteta making decisions, I feel you have to go away from that. I don't think manager should not they should not dictate transfer business. You should let someone who's in there, more experience, more understanding of European football, and with a good working relationship with the head coach, find the right fit because it's almost it's very it's close to negligent at this point.
Yeah, it's close to
Where
Negri. Yeah, 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 yeah.
and I feel and I know a few Arsenal fans are very they may come across as very emotional because I feel they also understand this is an opportunity missed because I don't think I don't expect City to be this bad next season. I expect them to go back, find their fitting again, buy better players, and show up next year. But it's just and again, especially
But
when you
also what I don't understand about the squad is them keeping players who are always injured, not selling them or just
yeah
paying
yeah
them.
yeah
Tomiyasu, I can't
yeah
remember the last time I saw him play Premier League start a
yeah
Premier League game.
it's no
It's been like
he's
3 years now. Or like, why is he still in
he
the club? Like,
yeah
paying him.
Tomiyasu
I don't look at Zinchenko. Yeah, for like
Zinchenko is another one.
Gabriel
Yeah
Jesus
yeah
also. Like,
yeah.
what are they? Because those are stopping you from getting some players because you keep feeling that they will soon get back. The soon, if it's one or two players or the players are not really integral, yeah, I understand. Yeah, but let me give you an example of what I'm saying. You can keep. I understand if you decide to keep Zinchenko, but Gabriel Jesus, for example, like this is a more high-profile player. He should be playing. I don't get it. And then
No,
people are speculating might have been the reason Edu left because
yeah, it's again regarding the departure of the sporting director. It's yet to be confirmed what exactly happened. But you see, it's not as if Arsenal they've invested heavily into Arteta's vision. Arteta, this is 5 years at the club. They've anybody that's at Arsenal right now is there because the coach wants him there, and the coach believes in that talent. And at the end of the day, I don't think it's not enough. And especially when you see the work that this new Premier League newcomer in Liverpool and the slot has come in, I know Liverpool are a different beast to Arsenal, but he's gone there, he's played it, he's been very comfortable, I'll say, so far, over the course of the season. They've handled a lot of pressure very well. And to be unless all be honest, nobody expected Liverpool to be in the title challenge, let alone be the favourites to win it. Very few people predicted that, especially after Klopp left. And that is massive credit to Arne Slot. But I just feel I know there'll be a lot of discussions about it. Is it the right guy to take the club forward? Is it the right guy? Like, can he win at Arsenal? I feel those questions. I don't have the answers for those questions, but I still feel on on, on balance, I feel Arteta is a very good coach. He's shown he's a
no,
very
I
good
feel
Premier League
yeah,
coach.
yeah, yeah.
But
The reason why the reason
I still
why
feel
yeah, finish up. You were saying something.
but I still feel he needs. I feel he just if this team can get two quality attacking players, or even two quality attacking players, and another midfielder, just get more quality into that team with the likes of Saka, Nawaneri, Lewis Kelly, add that to the mix, they can go again. But the problem then becomes okay, do the likes of Saliba start thinking about a future outside the club? Do, Gabriel, those kind of guys, because at some point the big clubs in Europe will start coming. The clubs like Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona as well, even Paris Saint-Germain. I'm sure clubs like that are looking at what Arsenal have and will be considering making offers of some of their best players, even guys like Timber as well. So this is, but again, I feel unfortunately for them, and happily for me as as a Arsenal hit. I feel they've missed it. They've missed it this season, and I don't expect them to. I just expect them. I expect that title challenge to just flatline at some point because even going forward, it's not a matter of how Liverpool can drop points, because even if Liverpool do drop points and they have drop points, I don't think Arsenal have been able to capitalize. So it's just you love to see
you
it.
know,
You love to see it.
go. I can't believe I will say what I'm about to say right now, but I think this is how I feel right now. If I'm a sporting director, not a coach, if I'm a sporting director or whoever is in the front office making a decision, I'd rather take charge or get an appointment with Arsenal than Liverpool right now, or Manchester City or Chelsea. Because you look at Arsenal, the starting 11, Liverpool, they are playing well, yes. But I believe Liverpool are where they are today, this season. When I mean today, because
Li-
of three
Yeah,
things. And Slot, the number one person I'll give the credit to, because why I give Slot credit over Salah and Van Dijk is because you don't know the style they are playing. He switches it off very, very often. He plays this way today, he plays another way. So he deserves credit, right? That's number one. If the only person I feel should be challenging for manager of the season is the Nottingham man and then Iraola of Bournemouth. Apart from them, Slot has been spectacular. Then Van Dijk and
yeah,
Salah. But the reason why I feel Arsenal are not all that behind is if you
yeah.
look at
That's
that
it.
starting 11, it's solid. Defensively, Ben White, the keeper, they have a keeper, they have Saliba, they have Gabriel,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have Kelly. You look at the
It's solid
midfield,
now.
so it's solid. So if they can get two attacking players,
Yeah.
I don't mean one, I mean two, because I don't feel Martinelli should be starting for Arsenal. I don't believe that. I don't feel he's that good.
No,
If they
Martinelli.
can move one early
Martin.
there, I don't know whether he
Yeah,
can play on
no,
the
he's.
left. No, so and then a striker. But next season, I believe
Yeah,
that they should come. I don't know, but let's go to the next one. Then I'll say what I want to say. Let's move
yeah,
over to Chelsea
yeah.
quickly.
Just last on Arsenal, I feel like I agree with you. They need, like we talked about, quality. They need, but at what point does the psychological factor come into play? Like, because it's hard to
If
continuously
they
keep
lose it
going
next
with the
season,
same group of players. Because
if they lose next season, it comes into play. If they lose again next
I,
season, if they lose again, because this season,
I
I
think
believe
it's
what the coach will tell them is,
we'll see, we'll
look
see,
at
yeah,
Liverpool, look at what they've done. I want you guys, you've been underrated, you've been discounted. I want you to go down there and prove to them that you deserve the title over Liverpool last season. That's the message he's going to tell them. I want you to believe that it's because of Saka's injury. I want you guys to believe that it's because of Harvard's injury. If they were there, you would have won more games. That's what he will tell them next season. But if they fail again next season, I don't think he has any message for them. So I think they are good for
okay,
next season again.
okay,
That's what I feel. I don't know. The reason why I respect Arteta so much is that
okay, yeah, we'll see, yeah, yeah,
I
that,
two things can be right at the same time. I believe he needs to win a title, and I still stand by my words back before beginning of the season. I don't believe he's the manager that wins title. But on the contrary, also what he has done in Europe, this is the second season right now. Despite all their struggles, they were very good in Europe this season. Arsenal. Then last season again, they were very good in Europe. They were
yeah,
eliminated by
well,
Bayern Munich. Yeah. So to me, he has brought that belief because if you
by, yeah, yeah,
you understand, if you notice towards the end,
yeah,
towards the
yeah,
last two
that's true,
years
that's
of
true.
Wenger,
Yeah.
they weren't dominating in Europe again. Then Unai Emery played in the Europa League, but this is the first time I feel if any team is facing Arsenal in the Champions League, they are thinking they are a very good side. Bayern Munich was controversial. Oh, whoever I don't know. It depends on who you believe. Bayern believe
Yeah,
they
yeah,
deserve to go. You understand what I'm trying to say? So he has done it in Europe. It
yeah,
remains to
yeah,
be done in the
yeah.
league. The last and not the least, Chelsea. How do you think going forward for this season? Because I believe until the end of the season we can talk about it. What do you think Enzo and Maresca can do to change the destiny or the decline, the spiral decline of Chelsea this season?
Okay, that's, you know what, you know what, ISO. You know what? I don't think he can do anything. And the reason why I say so because at the end of the day, because because I watch the Chelsea game, and a lot of Chelsea fans they've laid accusations or allegations against Maresca that is is inflexible. There's no second, no plan B, all those things. But on Saturday, the game against Villa, I saw a coach who's had time with the players on the training ground and has found a different solution to the current problem where they don't have a fit striker available. So Neto played more central and he played fantastically against Villa. But the issue is no matter how good or how inventive you are tactically, you won't go far when you have goalkeepers making the mistakes like the ones Chelsea are having. Chelsea had no from towards the diamonds of the game because it was a very open game. Both sides had a lot of chances in the game. But at the point at 1-1 in the 87th minute, Chelsea had no right to lose that game.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
and I feel and I feel in an alternate in an alternate reality, I don't think Chelsea will have these owners or these sporting directors we have. At least I hope. But I just feel this issue is bigger than Maresca now, and I think I've gone beyond talking about the coach now. I don't care what the coach is
Yeah,
doing
yeah, 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 yeah,
because
yeah.
you can play four at the back, you can play four at the back, three at the back, and Palmer number 10, Palmer on the wing. You can do all those you can do those configurations. But at the end of the day, if you have goalkeepers, Chelsea have goalkeepers that made 7 errors leading to goal this season. Seven. That's higher than Southampton. Seven errors leading to goals from just goalkeepers alone.
They've had like
That's
seven goalkeepers
again,
in their but
it's a,
seven goalkeepers. They pay their salaries
it,
or they are
it's
contracted to them.
yeah, and I feel because I was thinking back, like even when we watch like and I hate going back to this, but even when like the Peter Cechs or all those guys, Courtois, even Cudicini, even see, damn it, Hilario, for example, I can't. I know obviously I can't off the top of my head remember this keeper. I know of course they were not they made mistakes. They were not they had moments where they were very questionable. But I cannot remember any Chelsea goalkeeper having this amount of mistakes. You know what? See, I'll say even Kepa. Even our keeper situation. I know. See, kept. I don't rate keeper very highly, but this individual
No, but it
mistakes I'm
wasn't
talking
this
about,
bad.
I don't. It's it's no. It's
The
ridiculous.
closest,
And
the closest he
the
can get,
goalkeeper.
the closest he can get was Mendy, but it didn't last for the whole season. It lasted. This is the whole
Yeah,
season. Mendy in the Champions League, he made like four errors, maybe
yeah,
in
yeah.
two more. But this is from
And
beginning
again,
of the season to end of the season. If you watch, if you
and
watch,
and
if you watch Kepa's clip, some of the mistakes, if you remember, I was supporting Kepa for so many months and you kept picking on him until I sat down to watch. But if you even watch Kepa's mistake, one big example, go and watch FA Cup Chelsea Leicester. I think it was it Tillemans that
exactly.
shot from a distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah,
But you could
yeah.
see some people saying it's
Osimhen.
not his fault. It's you understand. But with this goalkeeping problem, Chelsea is clear is the goalkeeper's fault. It's no more debatable.
Yeah, and again, if you look, then let's look at the bigger picture. Chelsea last season, they finished the season with the highest amount of goals they've ever considered in top flight football last season. And Sanchez was partly to blame. The defenders, they still had the bunch of the defenders. But how do you go into the summer window and you still don't address that situation? Because when I'm talking about Chelsea conceded 60 something plus goals last season. So how I hope like again talking about negligence of directors or sporting directors or technical directors. I understand there's this whole the waiver vision, but even if it's a relegated team, any team of any level, you see these numbers, you watch the games, you have the analytics, you have the you have the eye test, and you don't address this position. And you know what? To make matters even worse, the best, or I'll say, or the better looking goalkeeper, or the better performing goalkeeper, Petrovic, who towards the end of last season, then get shipped out to Strasbourg for reasons I don't know. But you still stick with Sanchez. And again, with Sanchez, this is not a goalkeeper that had a lot of promise, like a keeper where you invest heavily in his talents, you buy him, there's just a keeper that's going through a bad time. Sanchez at his best in the Premier League was an average goalkeeper when he was at Brighton. At the moment when Chelsea signed him, he was third choice at Brighton
So,
behind the Dutch goalkeeper Van Bruggen
Brugge,
and Jesse Steele. That's what Chelsea got as the first choice
yeah,
goalkeeper.
just
So
because
again,
before that season, just still was the starting like, goalkeeper. Yeah.
so again, and again, see, I'll keep it frank. The message is people are, and I know there's a lot of discussion. People out there that believe they can protest and get the owners to sell the club or move out. See, let's get it right. See, that's not going to happen.
But the pressure is not
United
there.
have been protesting. No. See, no, United have been protesting Glazers out for the last 20 years. Then see, they're not going anywhere. But what you can do is you can get them to make better decisions, make better decisions. And I feel the best decision they can do right now. Forget Maresca. It's not a coaching problem right now. Get these current sporting directors either need to get you need to audit
Work.
their performance. Yeah, you need to audit it. You need to audit it. You need to audit it. Get an accountant as well. You just need to do the accounting because where is all this money going? Where has all
I
this money
don't
gone?
know. But who makes the decision?
Look,
They have two sporting directors. Who makes it? They don't talk to
again,
the public. They don't have they don't come out. You can't talk to them. Who is in charge?
no, no, again, and again, I just feel this because there's always this understanding. It gets to a point where, like we talked about, even like with Leicester City, where does it become you look at the operation rather than the guy coaching the players? And when do you decide to fire sporting directors or technical directors? I feel if directors at a club have had enough time because they've had about 5 transfer windows collectively in January and in the summer. They've had about 3 years to sort this out. They've had they've had resources. I'm not just saying they have resources to sort all these problems out, but you still end up in this problem where you go into this season knowing what's at stake, how you need to perform, the heights you need to reach, and you still go in there with Sanchez. And see, I'll tell you now, that is not Maresca's choice. It's not Maresca didn't Maresca. There's n- I refuse to believe there's anybody or any person out there or any coach out there that will see the tapes, that will see because when you come into the club, you assess the players. And again, if Sanchez is making these mistakes, imagine what Sanchez is doing in training. I can only imagine what he's doing in training. No, then you stick with all these guys. And it's see, because you know what, I was thinking about it last night, thinking about it this morning, and I feel it's probably you know what, it's a heist. That's the best
But
way to explain it. Is this is a
while
money
you were
heist?
talking, I was
That's the only
taking
that's
note
the
of
only that
some.
makes sense.
Well, while you were talking, I was taking note of teams. While you were talking, I wrote something down. Leeds United, second season of Marcelo Bielsa. Recruitment. I'm talking about recruitment. Leeds United, second season of Marcelo Bielsa in the second season. Fulham Football Club, the first season
Yeah.
under, was it Scott Parker? I think it was Scott Parker in Fulham. The first season they came up, that they had uh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek go there on loan. They had Anguissa.
Yeah.
I think it was Scott Parker.
Lost to
They go to Everton.
Mitrovic, Anguissa.
They go to
Yeah.
Everton. They had one of my
I think
favorite sporting directors from PSV. I forgot his name. The Dutch guy. They had a guy Ramirez from Barcelona. They got him
um
from Malaga. Remember remember before they got Ancelotti. You look at Wolves. Remember where Wolves was. Wolves got to like finish like 8th or 9th in the Premier League. They played in Europa and they got as far as the
yeah,
quarterfinals of the
they got
Europa. Was it
yeah.
semi-final or quarterfinal? One of them, but I think it was penalty or golden goal or
I think
injury
it's
or extra time. Sorry, extra time goal.
I think it's got
Sevilla eliminated them. I can remember
yeah.
that game. Now look at these four teams. They were killed or sporting directors collapsed or destroyed those clubs. Look at Nottingham Forest. Remember when and
Hmm.
also Leicester City. No, all these things refers to there was
Hmm.
a period where these clubs were going well, but the wrong decision, buying the wrong players over time, damaged them. Not as regards branding, but as regards on the field success. You look at the opposite side, look at Nottingham Forest. Remember when Nottingham Forest came up Premier League and they signed like 12 players at the same time in the same season? Look at
Yeah.
Bournemouth at the same time. So what am I
No,
trying to say?
I think yeah.
What am I
Yeah.
trying to say? Nothing destroys a club as bad as
Recruitment
recruitment,
matters a lot.
and that is done by the sporting director or whatever. So to me,
Yeah.
1 year is too soon to judge a
Yeah.
project or a director, but 2 years is enough. After the 2 years, you should be able to say, should we continue? Not 1 year.
No,
Should we
and
not
again,
continue?
and in the case of this sporting directors at Chelsea, again, I urge. if we're having these discussions, forget what the coach is doing. Look at the tools. Look at the tools the coach has, because
No,
we all know coaches these days they don't. Yeah, yeah, go 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 go.
no, I want to use myself as an example. I've been Maresca. I've been Maresca's greatest critique, if you remember every time. You notice for the
Yeah, yeah,
past 2
yeah,
days,
yeah.
I told you that I don't even want to talk about Maresca. The reason is Maresca might not be perfect. Coaches learn on the job. Arteta
Yeah,
learned
yeah.
on the job. You
Which,
could see the mistakes he made.
which is,
Maresca is still
yeah,
learning. Hate it or love it. But the problem is another point I'm trying to say is that you can use the coach of Brighton. There's something you told me and which I've sat down to think. With the exception of Manchester United, which is the biggest club in England
yeah,
to me, Chelsea might have the
hmm,
most pressure as a coach because Liverpool are not really used to winning until they saw club.
yeah, yeah,
Chelsea is
yeah,
full of
yeah,
glory hunters. In Chelsea, let me give you let me give you an example.
yeah,
Example of what I'm trying to say. Arsenal, the problem I have Arsenal is I don't feel the press are really nice. They always try to criticize Arsenal, but the fans are more faithful. The fans can say, "Let's stick with this guy. Let's go with this guy." But Chelsea destroyed themselves. You see the fans saying this person out because they are used to sacking. So if there's any club that is used to sacking coaches, it is
yeah,
Chelsea. Now, remember I was telling you about Andoni Iraola, and you told me to look up a statistic. And you know, Iraola went 10
yeah,
games without winning a game when he took over Bournemouth. Can Iraola go 10 games in Chelsea without winning? You understand what
yeah.
I'm trying to say? So, in essence, they might be better coached,
No,
they might be good coached, but
it's
I'm
impossible.
looking at the pressure. So, I'm looking at it. I want them to get it right with the recruitment before I start looking at the coach. Because I watched yesterday, today, do you know I watched
Yeah.
Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. Forest came from three, four,
Oh
three.
yeah.
They nearly equalized. Newcastle have
That's
experienced players, but in essence,
yeah,
it is
yeah,
that experience or whatever. There is something in them that so everything goes through that process. It happened to AC Milan, who are the oldest guys Liverpool came from. But doing it every game for the last 10 games, I won't just say it's on the coach. What do I want the coach to do? He takes Nkunku out, he starts Sancho, I have problem with it. He takes Sancho, he starts Nkunku, I have problem
yeah,
with it. So what will he do? Is he going to put himself in the field? No. What I'm trying to
yeah, yeah, and yeah, and yeah. It's no again, and 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 last word on this. I don't know how factual this because I was just like, when results starts going bad, you see the reports start coming out, oh, the club is backing the club is backing the coach. But I saw some, I believe it's on the Guardian somewhere, where basically they were saying Chelsea will still have what they had last season, like I forgot what they use. They use they'll have a season review at the end of the season where they will judge Maresca's performances. And I said, wait, so we're going to have a season review. How can people that are failing review somebody that is not review someone's work that's not somebody that's not performing well either? It's you see, ideally, what I'll propose or what I would like to say is in the next 2 3 months, those guys they leave their positions. I'm not here to advocate for people to be sacked. I don't know. See, I don't care what happens. If they would like, then they can go on gardening leave for like here. But those two guys that are in charge of that are running transfers, they need to vacate to that position. You then take time, find the right guy that can come in. I mean, I'm not talking about guys. I'm talking about a guy that has not even a guy that knows what it's like, that knows how to. Me personally, I was reading that the current sporting director at Atletico Madrid is leaving at the end of the season, I believe. Go out there, get that guy. At least in because you can't tell any you can't have two guys, two functioning brains with all the understanding of what football, what it takes to build a team. And you're telling me in the space of 24 or space of 2 seasons, you've only had one striker on your squad with all the resources you have. Jackson has been the only striker at Chelsea. Only one. It's again, see again, if you want again, it's yeah, you can get good, but you still even if you count him, you need at least. two senior offensive strikers. And these guys, I feel ultimately what the owners have done is different, but I feel ultimately these guys that are in charge because I don't think owners are in charge. I don't think owners are out there looking at the data, finding players to buy. I don't think it's the owners out there that decided to send out Petrovic on loan and keep Sanchez. Yeah, but no, of course, no, because, no, because again, and I feel after the game, I really thought long and hard about it. I said, you know what, it's just it will it's you will see this you will see a good team out there that doesn't have a good goalkeeper. It's impossible. I not, there's never been a good team that has goalkeeper let's say that can't really just make mistakes. I've 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 been saying Martinez. I've been saying Martinez for no. I've been saying Martinez for the last. I was even way back when Lampard was coach. I've been saying Martinez when Martinez was at Arsenal, and he came in during COVID. Came in after Leno got injured, but was clear he was going to leave at the end of the season. I said, go out there, just go get him Martinez. He's shown enough. Even if he's not good, this is how many years ago now? This is 4 5 years ago, and we have Sanchez. Yeah, you see, then again, yeah, but again, this is where the issue is. Okay, do you trust these guys to make that decision? So I think and they've lost. So see again, I'll just last one on this. Those two guys vacate that position. Go out there and go and get a sporting director that knows what he's doing. Simple as. And also go out there and bring a face of the operation. Like when Chelsea had Peter Cech there as a technical director. Bring a face that bring a f- bring a face that the club or the fans can trust. That the people know that can come even if it's just a public relations message, PR message that like when Czech was there, there was trust in what he was doing because it's a familiar face, there's a good relationship there. Go and find someone if it's a Michael Ballack, if it's a DJ Drogba. No, know what hell? John Mikel Obi. I know if he's looking for get Mikel Obi off that podcast, bring him to Chelsea as technical director. Make him no since no make if that's what it takes. But see, just final one again. You can't. I know because no. You see, no, I'm vexed. No. I see. No, no, wait, no, just no. But again, this cause see, my head is hot. Sanchez. They asked, they asked Maresca, no. I'm not finished. They asked Maresca, just after the game, do you think Jorgensen will keep his place as number one against Southampton? He said at this moment he does not know. I said, hey. I said, you know what? We might actually be finished. We are, see what see we're finished. I'll leave. I'll leave. it for- I'll leave it for. I'll leave that discussion for John Mikel. Let him talk about it. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Bye.